Welcome to Mahwah Public Schools. It's my privilege to serve as your superintendent. It's easy to see that Mahwah schools are the heart of this community. Our educators bring dedication, skill, and compassion to their work every day. We are proud of the education we provide, and we balance our academic mission with our responsibility to this community. We are proposing a 2-question referendum to keep our schools and community going strong. The district has invested more than $20 million toward facility upgrades in the last 8 years, all with the resourceful use of funds from grants, our annual budget, and capital reserve. The cost of operating and maintaining our buildings outpace the funds available through our annual budget, which must prioritize educational expenses. An approved referendum would continue our record of responsible oversight. This proposal to address needs and make lasting improvement to our buildings comes with the opportunity for state aid to offset the costs. Question 1 would bring critical infrastructure and efficiency upgrades to every building across the district. Question 2 covers renovations and updates that would enhance the student and community experience and ensure consistency among elementary schools. Both questions propose improvements that would benefit the school community and make our facilities more welcoming to every Mahwah resident.
As a proud parent and member of the Board of Education, I understand the need to balance building necessities with our fiscal responsibility to the community. Voter approval of a bond referendum would unlock more than $28 million in state aid to help us complete long-term improvements. This is money we have already paid to the state through taxes that can only come back to Mawa if voters approve. The referendum on March 10th lets you, the voters of Mawa, have a voice in the future of our schools. Instead of trying to piece together these projects over many years, which would be nearly impossible, a referendum would allow us to do a few things. Receive upfront funding, spread the costs over time, access state aid to offset the local share of the projects, and continue the district's proactive approach to addressing projects before they disrupt learning. What would the improvements in question 1 mean for our community? District-wide, additional building upgrades would enhance efficiency. The oldest HVAC systems would be replaced to create comfortable and cost-efficient learning environments and reduce the risk of system failure. Older fire alarm systems would be updated, and select windows and doors that are original to the buildings would be replaced. Roof leaks that disrupt instruction and pose a risk to our equipment and supplies would be resolved for good. In Building 5, a new space would be created to let us keep our 18 to 21-year-old students with special needs in the district. This program would help support their growth and development toward independence.
Voter approval of question 2 would bring much needed consistency among our elementary schools. Betsy Ross and George Washington lack dedicated gyms. Instead, those schools have multi-purpose spaces that are used for morning meetings, physical education classes, assemblies, lunch, bus dismissal, and more. With just one room to use, we have to squeeze as many people as we can into that space. At Betsy Ross, the gym ceiling is the same height as our classrooms, which are not even high enough for a basketball hoop. There are multiple pillars in the middle of the room that present obstacles during PE class. Storage space is limited, so most items are stashed along the walls. In a room full of activity, this is not ideal. Plus, scheduling is a challenge, especially when there is inclement weather and we need to hold recess indoors. Across all our schools, we share gym space with Mawa recreation programs. Right now, space is at a premium. Additional gym space at Betsy Ross and George Washington would give us the opportunity to host more events for the community. At Betsy Ross, the referendum also would mean a new music room and media center, which the other 2 elementary schools already have. Betsy Ross' current media center is housed in a trailer. Adding more gym space and a media center would provide valuable resources, expanding access and benefits to the entire Mahwah community.
Projects in question 2 underscore the district's commitment to the arts. The high school auditorium would receive significant upgrades that are long overdue, like a new stage front and flooring. Auditorium acoustics and lighting would be improved, and the light and sound booth would be completely upgraded. The original seating from the 1950s would also be replaced. To enhance guest experience, the entire entrance would be renovated, including the front stairs and the ramp that are starting to crumble. The HVAC would be upgraded to boost comfort and efficiency, and new bathrooms with double the capacity would be installed.
Question 2 proposes additional improvements that would expand shared spaces for student experiences and community use. A second gym at the high school would have spectator space on both sides of the court, matching our opponent's facilities. New turf fields with lights at the high school and Ramapo Ridge would be added. The old and worn-out turf in the high school stadium would be replaced. These projects would make our facilities safer, more functional, and increase the space that is shared between the district's extracurriculars and the town's recreation programs. More space means more opportunities for all in our community.
Making these updates through a referendum would keep the annual budget focused on educational needs while ensuring that our buildings can continue to serve our students and community for generations to come. Without an approved referendum, we would still need to complete these projects, but we wouldn't benefit from upfront funding or state aid to help cover the costs. You can learn more about the proposed improvements on our website.
Get ready to vote on March 10th as we navigate the flight path for our future.